Joining us now is 60 Minutes correspondent Jon Wertheim. He was a longtime colleague of Grant Wahl's at Sports Illustrated. Jon, good morning to you. I can't imagine, Jon, how you're feeling. When I first heard the news, it's one of those things you can't believe what you're reading, number one. But my first thought, of course, was for Celine. This news is still so jarring. I can't imagine what it's like for people who actually knew him and worked with him. So how are you processing this?
Yeah, it's a process. I mean, it's every cliche rings true. It feels surreal. I sort of woke up to this and thought I'd gotten a lot of texts from Grant, and then I realized they weren't texts. They were news alerts. It's been a great source of comfort that what we always knew, that this was a prince of a human being, someone with great impact, with great compassion. It's been a real comfort that the world seems to recognize this, and he's getting these tributes that are so well deserved.
He's 49. He was healthy. His brother has gone on social media and is raising questions about the cause of death. He's raising the possibility of foul play. Does any of that ring true to you? I think it's still very early in the game to make any kind of determination about that.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And I think, Eric, Grant's brother, was in an emotional place that he's written about subsequent. And I think, if Grant stood for one thing, it was reporting facts and thoroughness. And I think sort of in the spirit of Grant's approach to the job and to media, the speculation should probably take a back seat until we know more. But I mean, the whole set of circumstances, the whole fact pattern, the fact that this was at a World Cup, it's really still, a few days later, still jarring.
Mm-hmm. Jon, it's awful to be talking about the legacy of someone who is just 49 years old and had so much life ahead of them. But when you look back at his work, not only coverage of soccer, but a LeBron James cover, a famous one back in, I think, 2003 for Sports Illustrated. Talk to me a bit about, there it is on your screen there, the chosen one. Talk to me a bit about his journalism of soccer, but also his wider work of the sports world.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. People forget we talk about him as this preeminent soccer reporter and writer, and people forget in 2002 he introduced this teenager from Akron to millions of people. But no, I mean, I think some of Grant's legacy will obviously be the output, the work. Even in that excellent piece you guys did, Tony, you can see he works in a variety of mediums, in video and podcasting, obviously in writing. But I think apart from the output, I think it's also about the process, sort of actions as well as words, and the way he went about his job, the way he mentored, the way he was so thorough, the way he avoided easy clickbait and hot takes. I think a lot of his legacy will be the product that will live on and people will be reading about and listening to. But I also think we would do well to consider the way he went about committing these acts of journalism, the way he went about the process.
Yeah, we will. We'll also be thinking a lot about his family in the days ahead. Jon Wertheim, thank you for helping us remember. We appreciate it.
Thanks.